Earlier this week, we shared how to set boundaries this season, both personally and professionally. Well, today we welcome back author and licensed psychologist Dr. Kelly Rabenstein, who can help us figure out what to do if we're just not feeling it. And that's okay too, right? Not everybody has to be at 100 all the time.
No, none of us are.
Yeah.
So, we talked earlier this week about making boundaries, and that's so important. But another thing that's important is finding joy for yourself.
Yes.
And joy is so personal. We sort of think during this time of year that joy is universal and we're all enjoying all the same things, but it's not true.
Yeah.
So one tip that I often give patients is to think about the things that you love. That happiness inside, that is what we need to seek during this time. That's how I see the holiday season.
That is absolutely true, and it's oftentimes the simplest things as well.
Yes.
What are some of the reasons why people are just not feeling it?
Oh, well, there can be extreme loneliness. This time of year brings up for people some unfinished business, we call it in the field. Anything that's happened to you that was sad, or some part of you that didn't get developed the way you want, or a part of your life that doesn't look quite how you imagined it, it all comes up.
But to find the joy in the simplistic, the most simplest of things, can actually really help you through and get you out of that dark place, right?
Yes.
And then surrounding yourselves also with empathetic people.
Yes, yes. Not just empathetic, but people who allow you to really be yourself. And if you want to say no to something, or if you want to try something new, one thing that happens is that we get really caught up, which is magical, but it also cannot be so great if it's a tradition that you don't enjoy or that isn't working for you anymore. To allow ourselves and the people around us that we love to let go and change some of those traditions or things that we do every year, and to try something completely different or new. As our society is changing, so many of the ideas we have about the holidays really come from sort of almost old-fashioned in some cases. Not always, but in some cases. And it hasn't quite caught up, and there is this possibility here during the season to come up with things that you love based on the things that bring you joy. That you want to travel. That's a great example. A lot of people really enjoy travel this time of year. Or there's something different that you want to try. You want to have your friends over for a meal, and you want to get takeout and not make everything.
Yeah, do it.
Wonderful.
Absolutely.
Yes,
or make it a potluck and let them do the work instead, right?
And then you get to try lots of different things, and the pressure, because you know what pressure does? It kills joy. So if you can find ways to make that cozy feeling, that happy, secure feeling happen in your life, those are the things to seek and go for.
How do you recommend that people either make a list of it, or where do they begin? Where should they start that process so that they can ensure that they're going to get through the season?
I'm a very strong advocate of lists. When we see things in writing, it doesn't matter where you write it, if it's in the notes on your phone, if it's with a red magic marker, it doesn't matter. But just writing it down, even that process will feel so good inside of thinking, taking 5-10 minutes out of your life to focus on what brings me joy, what do I like? And it doesn't have to be hard. You can think, what is happening around me at this time of year that I really enjoy? Is it going to look at lights? Is it being with friends? And then make a list of those things, and then make your agenda and your traditions based on those things.
Great advice. Thank you so much, Dr. Kelly. Always wonderful to have you. And Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Thank you. We're back after this.